So we'll talk about a topic that I'm going to call teaching versus preaching. I was listening to a sermon preached by someone, and they said, are we being taught the word or are we being preached at? And I think that's a troubling thing um, in Christianity. You know, we we're being preached at constantly, right? With these rules and stuff, but actually what it is, it's a law for preaching, and like I talked about the law before, right? But teaching versus preaching would have to do with, are we being like bossed around, constantly every Sunday in our services and things like that, or are we being taught? And I like to think about, we ought to be being taught the Word of God and teach others how to communicate with each other. So the preaching side of it is, if you do that, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. Week after week after week after week, you just go to these services. I think it's time to go to another church. If you're at a church that's gonna keep harping at you at the same stuff all the time. We gotta be good witnesses. We gotta do this because the non-Christians, they're in trouble, and we just have to help them. If they put all their effort into this and stuff, and it's really out of bounds, way out of bounds, and way offline. Preaching is really what it is. So let's make up our minds to be taught the Word of God instead of being preached at all the time. I can watch some of the people when they're being preached at, right? And they don't look too happy. They just look like, yeah. They just look very bored. Some of them falling asleep. Well, no wonder. So I just think it's really important that we evaluate where we're going to church at, and if we're being taught the word or being preached at, or with the rules. That's not according to the Bible. So just a quick message for you. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Bye-bye.